Okay, guys, welcome to lecture 7. This is the last lecture of intraday stroke scalping course this is going to be a very brief, mostly a talk from me that you guys have to listen, and I would strongly suggest that you follow my instructions that I'm going to give you if you want to take Forex as your profession and as a business opportunity. Now, the first thing is what I was saying earlier, consistency of practicing, consistency to stick with this method of trading, guys. If you want to become a scalper or intraday trader, and you want to be a successful intraday trader, then guys, forget trading on the higher time frames. If you trade, you can't be a trader who trades on Monday, Sunday, H4, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday, let's say on 15 minutes intraday method that I'm teaching you. Absolutely not. You cannot switch within methods. Even you have a winning streak or a losing streak, you need to stick to the method and practice this for at least 3 months, and you will become a trader who will be able to make more than 100 pips every day with great confidence. Now guys, achieving 100 pips on a daily basis, it's extraordinary mark. Not many traders can achieve this. You have hardly seen signal services who promise you more than 500 pips a month or 1,000 pips a month, right? Now, when I say achieving 100 pips every day, very easily trading 5 pairs, 1 trade on each pair, you can still achieve this intraday trading within 3 months by practicing this method for 3 months consistently without moving on to another method of trading, without moving on to another way of trading. Then it's not a bad bargain. Is not a bad bargain. It's a pretty good bargain. I'm inviting you to practice this method for 3 months consistently every day. Follow the rules. Never adhere from this method of trading. Do not try to attempt high time frames. Then do not maneuver within the time frames. Follow precise instructions, and you will see eventually consistency will kick in. Because if you're trading this method for 3 months, let's say, you will definitely go through every possible market scenario within the period, that after 3 months there is no issue that why you should not be able to trade successfully. So please confirm if you guys understand the first point that I've just made. I'm going to talk only in this lecture, guys. A few important points that I want to discuss before I'm going to end this. So the first thing, so if you want this to work for you and you're my price action traders, you want to be intraday scalpers, right? Or intraday trader, forget the price action way of trading. Forget Fibonacci's, forget high time frames, forget professional markups, forget indicators. Focus on this method with precision is the key. And it's not just in this method, in any method, guys, any method. If you want to become a trader, successful traders trade by just one method. They do not deviate within the method. When they see another trader successfully trading, they not leave their method and move on to the next one. That's right. It's not about not too much things. It's about simplicity and you able to focus on the charts. This is important. And what I've shown you in this method of trading is I'm showing you the key. I've shown you the substance, and by just knowing that the price reversed more than 80% from pivotal levels, it's yet enough for you to understand how effective this method is. And now it's up to you to perfection your entries and exits. Okay, the first point. So please confirm if you guys understand what I've just said. As to the method, guys, the key is you want to become intraday scalper, intraday trader scalper, forget every other way of trading. If you'll be trading between different ways, right? High time frames, shorter time frames, Fibonacci's method, price action method, then guys, forget it. Then you would never be able to become a successful scalper or intraday trader. Exactly, Sifan, exactly. Guys, if you only take a trade after one reversal candle close on 15 minutes from these pivotal levels, try this, backtest this, you will see 65% consistency and winning trades, 65%. So I'm inviting you to test the method, one reversal trade from the pivotal levels without any trend lines, without trapping the price. Simple. With the one reversal trade, you will enter the trade after the one reversal candlestick on the pivotal levels, 15 minutes time frame, and have your target to the next pivotal level, guys. So if you try this method, you will see your results. 65% consist winning trades, but 60% winning trades. Now 60% winning trades will have 4 times higher reward than the 40% losing trades, and end result will be that you will be profitable. Make sense, guys? This is alone how effective this method is, how strong this method is. So please confirm if you understand again what I just said, all of you. So guys, maneuvering within the systems, try to create this method today and that method tomorrow. You will always be struggling. You will never be a successful trader. I can promise you, you will be buying another training course. You will be buying another training course. So you want to be a trader, you want to be a scalper, stick to the method. You want to be a long-term trader, stick to the method. You can't keep on changing your method of trading. And these methods will take at least 3 months for you to perfection, to master the craft. So give it a good 3 months, full-time trading, every day trading. Then I'm expecting full-time 3 months. I'm expecting you will begin to see automatically consistency, because you will go through every possible market scenario and you'll get used to it, to adapt to the changes on the chart. Make sense what I'm trying to say? You will get used to adapt to the changes on the charts. Therefore, my strong recommendation is the first one. If you want this method to work for you, that you should be stick to it, follow the instructions without failure, and never change the method of trading. That's the first thing first. Okay, now the second point I'm trying to make is this, guys. What should be your realistic targets? With this method, if you trade 5 pairs, means 5 trades at a time. You're never going to have 2 trades on the same pair. You always have 1 trade on a pair. It goes into a profit. You book the profit, open the next one. Or if it goes against you, you take a loss and then you re-enter. So 5 trades on 5 pairs. If you trade, I see no reason why you should not be hitting your 100 pips every day. Every day. You might have losses on few of them, and then you'll have the winning trades on few out of those 5. So out of those 5 trades, you'll have few losses, few winners, and you will see yourself at least hitting 100 pips every day. I have back tested this method. It has worked more than 81%. I've tested this method for more than 2.5 years in 2011, 12, and 13, guys. So what I'm suggesting is you need to have, regardless of the potential in this method of trading, you should stick to and focus to the business plan that I have already given, and I'm going to give you the business plan again, which I suggest and invite you is 20 pips a day, 100 pips a week, and 400 a month. Now in your case, guys, it will be 20 pips a day because you are scalping or intraday trading. So I'm inviting you to focus on 20 pips a day using this method. And that's what my invite is. That my recommendation of the business plan is. And if you trade with the mindset of 20 pips a day, then you will never be chasing the market. You will always be hitting your targets using this method. Even you have a losing trade to begin with, you'll always recover the losses and end up with the profit making, hitting your target, daily target, 20 pips. Because in that statement, the 20 pips refer to intraday traders, make sense, or scalpers. In that statement, a lot of people ask me that, how can you make 20 pips a day with a good risk and reward on H4 time frame? But that statement is not for an H4 trader. That statement is for an intraday trader who trades on 15 minutes time frame or 5 minutes time frame. 20 pips is an achievable target. What 20 pips a day gives you is this. 20 pips a day, follow the business plan. 1 grand, you will be making 114 grand, guys. Okay. The people who've learning scalping with me, I have a previous recording of one of the webinars in which I discussed the business plan. One of the very famous webinar, apparently. I will upload a copy of that webinar for you to watch, in which I discussed the business plan. Okay, so you will have further details of the business plan in that webinar, how you should be compounding your account to hit your extreme daily targets. But guys, the potential is this with 20 pips. 20 pips a day focus, guys. If you really focus with this method, 20 pips a day, the advantage is that the small stop losses are pretty small. You'll have bare opportunities to re-enter into the market. Yes. Now, even you had a bad start, even you had a losing start, you still be able to make 20 pips a day. That's the beauty of this method. You're not going to wait for after the losses for another day to get into the trade and make the money back. Higher, for instance, trading high time frames. Advantage is on smaller time in this time frame that you will have 2 losing trades. You go into negative, you're still able to recover that money in a 1 winning trade goes into your favor. Make sense, guys? You guys understand what I said? Come on, guys. So 20 pips a day is my advice. What you can achieve with 20 pips a day, guys. I'm sure most of you have never achieved this. So that should be your first target. But if you begin your trading with £1,000 or dollars, then you can make 114 grand by hitting 20 pips a day in a year, 12 months. If you're trading with $2,000, then guys, you should be able to make $230,000 in 12 months. And if you're trading with $10,000, then you should be able to make more than $1 million after 12 months. So if you want to become a millionaire with just 10 grand of investment, guys, I'm inviting you to follow what I've said, 20 pips a day. And using this method, 20 pips is a piece of joke for you. Make sense? Again, Jason, you will be increasing your lot size, compound your account based on increment in your equity. The business plan contains every detail, but the standard business plan is this: at every 500 you increase 50 cents. Make sense, guys? At every $500 you increase 50 cents, meaning at every 1,000 you will be increasing $1. Make sense, guys? Make sense, guys? So you start with $1,000, you trade with $1 a pip. It goes $2,000, $2, 3,000, $3, 4,000, $4, 10,000, 1 lot, 20,000, 2 lots, 30,000, 3 lots. Of course, I will be sending today the PDF copy of the plan, and also I'm going to upload a webinar in which I discuss this business plan in length and in detail for you guys to follow. My advice is, and I'm inviting you again, 20 pips a day is your objective as an intraday trader or scalper. You will enjoy that journey, that 12-month journey. Not only that journey will make you an extraordinarily rich person, of course, but that journey is also enjoyable journey, because you're not trading under stress. You will be hitting your targets within few hours a day. You can spend the time with your families, with your loved ones, you're not stressed staying in front of the computer all the time. Imagine that journey. Imagine a life of that nature. And end result is that you're making 100 grand with $1,000, 200 grand with 2,000, $1 million with $10,000. Guys, is it not a bad business opportunity? A good business opportunity, guys? Tell me. I cannot invite you to a better business opportunity than this, guys. So please say if you guys understand what I've just said. Come on, guys. Now, guys, the problem, the third thing I want to discuss, the problem with a lot of you is this: you are trading and you're focusing on what I've just said. Very heartily focusing. You're controlling yourself. You're doing good. You're hitting 20 pips, discipline, and suddenly you're on the Facebook and you see another man said, "I've made 400 pips today," and you see that person, and suddenly it disturbs your mindset. Because it's a human nature. When we see somebody else progressing, it affects our progression, state of progression and distraction. That's right, sir. So guys, if you really want to embark upon that journey, I've got another webinar pretty much in detail on this. If you really want to embark upon this journey, you need to stay away from the Facebook. You need to stay away from Twitters. Now, what I'm inviting you, you might not like it, but trust me, I promise you, none of you are going to listen to me, what I'm saying, and therefore none of you will be able to complete that journey of becoming a millionaire with the 10 grand investment, of course, because you're not following the instructions of a mentor. Now, instructions are: stop the Facebook, stop the Twitter, guys. They are distraction. To complete that journey, you really need your mind intact and really have to focus your mind, guys. Let me give you an example. If you have a child and you want your kid to study well and to become and gain the first position in the class, guys, would you will ask him to study in a study room, right? But my question is, would you turn on a TV would you give him an empty what the game's called is called, what do you call this game, the video games, kya kehte hain video game, would you PS3, PS4, Xbox, would you give all those great entertainment tools to that kid in that room and ask him to prepare for the exam? Maybe he might study for a day or 2 days, guys, but eventually those things will do what? Distract his mind, and at some stage you will see him losing the focus. Now guys, the kid might be smart, he might stick to the focus for first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but this journey is a journey of 12 months, right? So you need to keep your mind intact for the period of 12 months. So you really have to avoid things which can distract your mindset, and Facebook and Twitters and seeing others' profits really will destroy your thinking, your state of mind, and the way you approach this method. So guys, my strong suggestion is stay away from Facebook and Twitter. So guys, please confirm if you understand what I just said. Guys, it's not important. Facebook is not important. Twitters are not important for you to. They're not going to give you the money. The thing that's going to give you the money is the charts and my teaching and your focus. You need to understand who is loyal to you, who is at your side and who is against you. But again, guys, I'm not an extremist here. I'm not an extremist. So I could tell you how you should be approaching the Facebook. I'm not suggesting you to knock off the Facebook and Twitter. I'm not suggesting you. There's good information on it sometimes. Again, guys, my advice is you only log into your Facebook on the weekend, on Saturday, let's say, when you're not trading, for a few hours. Do whatever you like, comment whoever you like, but not during the week when you are trading, not during the days when you're trading. Make sense, guys, what I said? At least reduce this. Now, why do you go on Facebook to review every day? You don't go on Facebook to review to learn Forex. It's pretty much like you have your friends around, you're chit-chatting with them, right? It's pretty much like, it's called e-chit-chatting sort of thing. Checking on your friends, checking, oh, what's going on in his life, in my life. Come on, oh, the guy uploaded this picture today with a girlfriend. He was in New York. He was in Australia. Another guy uploaded a message saying, fuck the job, become an entrepreneur. And suddenly you say, okay, I'm going to leave you. Next morning, you leave your employment without knowing you're not going to be an entrepreneur for the next 3 years. You became an unemployed person. Come on, guys. Come on. You don't know the state of mind of that person. You just saw the statement. Another guy you saw open 19 trades on a pair, 19 hitting profitable trades. You just saw this news that you just saw stacking orders. It's just amazing. Look at the guy, what he did. And you don't even know the story, right? He might be trading on a demo account, or he might not be trading on a demo account. But what might happen? He might have lost all his money the following week. You don't know this. You guys understand this, right? Okay. Guys, try understand it. Let me ask you to invite you to approach this with this mindset. Imagine you got a job at a trading desk at the bank, right? Let's say all of you. What do you expect that they will let you use your phone and they will let you log into the Facebook? They will let you use the Twitters. What do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Okay, you're fired. That's right, Mr. Trump. Okay, that's right. So try understand, guys, why would you do these things? Again, I'm not suggesting, Nicole, I'm not an extremist, and I'm not suggesting you to knock off the Facebook. I knew you will be saying this to me. Somebody will saying this to me. I knew. So guys, I'm not inviting you to knock off the Facebook. Instead, I'm inviting you to use the Facebook on the weekends when you're not trading. You understand, guys? Come on, you can't keep giving me a justification to make a point. Moderation is good, but moderation is not good when moderation is destroying your life. You understand this? Guys, try and understand this. You need to understand who is honest with you and who is at your side. It is the charts, it is the education, maybe your whatever, whoever is your mentor on it, is you who is loyal to you, not the people on the Facebook and Twitters, guys. Try understand this. Try understand. I'm very sorry if it hurts anyone, but try understand this, because they're not going to give you the money when you lose the money. They're not going to give you bills when you lose, when you're unable to pay the bills. They're not going to pay for your kids and families when you're struggling. So you need to understand who is loyal. You're not going to stick with those friends who are not going to help you in hardship, right? Okay, I'm not suggesting to knock off the friends, but of course you can spend weekends with them, maybe a day in a week. Makes sense? A weekend, 1 day, weekend day, let's say Saturday. Okay, please confirm if you guys understand what I just said, guys. Again, I'm not inviting you to leave the Facebook, Twitters, guys. Use the Twitters, Facebook, Instagram, pretty good thing, socialization. And you can even see who is taking a bath at what time. People upload pictures when they have a child, when somebody died, even when they're eating snakes. It's such an amazing, trust me, you see, get to know people well. So I'm not suggesting to knock it off, but I'm strongly suggesting to use it when you're not trading. You're not trading, and it means you're not. Guys, today somebody uploaded apparently some living insect on the Facebook in a bowl. Apparently, I'm sure all of you guys have seen that picture. I think they were like squid or something, alive. They were moving apparently. My example, that was very scary, by the way. So my point is, let's stick to this. I'm going to finish this. Let's stick to it. My point is, guys, use the Facebook on the weekends. Where the problem is, there's no problem, right? You would let your kid to go and see their friends or play the game on the weekend, because during the week they are studying, right? Going to the school, they have to focus, right? Christmas holidays, guys, use Facebook 10 days a week, 10 days, all throughout the 10 days. Doesn't matter. Easter holidays, don't use Facebook all day. Nobody's stopping you, but try understand it's not something that you will keep on be on the Facebook all the time. You can't expect yourself, and successful traders are not on Facebook. They are trading. They're focusing on trading, not on Facebook. Okay. Please confirm if you guys understand this. I'm sure you might not like what I just said. My apologies, guys. I need to tell you the reality, harsh reality. So 20 pips a day is my advice that you should be focusing. And if you approach the market with 20 pips a day with this method, I see no reason why you should not only be hitting your 20 pips a day consistently, but also you should be making more than 20 pips. Makes sense? So I will upload a business plan today, and I will upload a webinar in which I discuss the business plan. 20 pips a day, guys. I invite you to watch this at least 3-4 times, and then 3 to 4 times, and then formalize your plan based on your investment. The business plan in general is, with $1,000 you can make 114 grand within 12 months by achieving 20 pips a day, because you are intraday trader. Guys, if you trade with 2 grand, you make 200, 3 grand, 300 grand. At least you make more than this. I'm putting a conservative figure here. And with 10,000, you can make 1 million at least. So please confirm if you understand the targets and the business opportunity and business plan, and how to use this. Okay, now moving forward, guys, how you should be approaching, my advice is you should either select 3 pairs to trade or 5 pairs to trade. You understand this? 3 to 5 pairs to trade, never more than this, because you won't be able to focus on 15 minutes time frame on more than 5 pairs. That's really hard, by the way. 5 pairs is more than enough. Even 3 to begin with. I suggest 3 pairs, eventually increase to 4 or 5 pairs. Okay, that's what I suggest. And I am giving this suggestion based on the business plan that I've recommended earlier. Okay, then Simon, you need to stick to less pairs and focus on them. It comes with focus, because in intraday trading, you really have to be monitoring the charts. And it's not easy if you have like more charts, right? So you really have to focus. And guys, you don't have to increase the charts, because the reason is you already will be having bear opportunities on a single time frame. Make sense? Okay, let's move. Okay, now what I'm trying to say, I have already suggested the 5 pairs, and I've already discussed this in lecture 6. So please refer to lecture 6. You'll understand what sort of pairs you should be selecting. Okay, guys. Now, how you should be approaching. Now, remember, one trade at a time on each pair, guys. If you put a trade on and it goes into profit, you book the profit. But if it goes against you, you close that trade, take the loss, and then open the next trade. You understand this? Guys, if you use this way of trading, this trading in this manner, then you will never be able to, will lose your accounts. You will always end up being profitable. This is prudent money management, risk management, approaching the market with due diligence. Make sense? So one trade at a time on a pair. You will never have more than one trade on a pair. You will always either have that trade in profit and you will be booking profit, or you book a small loss and then you will be looking for opportunities, another opportunity on the same pair. So guys, you understand how to approach this? Please confirm by saying yes. Okay, trading, my advice is, I've discussed the timings already, but approaching this, my advice is wake up morning 5 a.m. United Kingdom, which is almost a beginning of London session in few hours, and end of Asian session, and then trade until 11 or 11 p.m. or I'll say at least 3 p.m. Between 5 a.m. and 3 p.m. United Kingdom, you should be able dusted with your 20 pips a day. Guys, it should not take you more than few hours to hit your 20 pips. I'm sure in the first early few hours of London session, maybe between 5 and 10 GMT, you should be able to achieve your target. It's pretty easy, more than your target, pretty easy. 20 pips is very extreme conservative figure I'm quoting, but I've had a business plan, right? You should be able to hit your 50, 100 pips easily, but I'm again focusing on the 20 pips here. Guys, you can enjoy the rest of the day with your families. You can enjoy the day with your families. And guys, remember, it's a process. One day you'll have a winning trade and one day you have a losing day, right? It doesn't matter. As long as you stick to the process, you will see end result. You will be a profitable trader. Make sense? Make sense, guys? Easily, very easy. Okay, so you will have a routine as a trader. You'll wake up every morning 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and you'll focus on the market and you'll take a trade, guys. So you will wake up at some stage, fixed time, you trade a few hours, those hours, and then you're done and dusted. Again, you do the same thing the next day, done and dusted, few hours again. You will get into habit, a fixed time to begin trading, few hours, profitable day, non-profitable day, you close your book, next, wait for the next day. So this is how you the intraday trader have a daily routine like this. You begin your day at a fixed time, few hours you have, you make the money out of it. You don't make the money, you stay out, you wait for the next day. It makes sense. You don't get emotionally attached, stick to the computer all day long, looking for trading opportunities, recovering your money back. Absolutely not, guys. My advice is between 5 a.m. United Kingdom and 3 to 4 p.m. United Kingdom is the time of trading. Again, I have discussed specific timings in lecture 6. Refer to those timings. That's all you need to trade. Either any session, one session will give you the money back. Makes sense? 20 pips. So please confirm if you guys understand this, what I've just said again. Guys, key is you're consistent with the method. You're consistent with your entries. You are not changing the method of trading. I'm emphasizing on this again. You change the method of trading. You change your approach every day. You change your approach. Even you have like 4 winning days. You shouldn't be changing your approach. You have like 9 losing days. You shouldn't be changing your approach. Stick to it. Identify what went wrong technically on them. Never change the method, and you will see eventually you will be a profitable trader. Make sense, guys? Say yes, all of you. Please, come on. Okay, good. Stop loss placement finally, guys. Guys, it's very simple, stop loss placement, very simple rule. Guys, you took a trade from this pivot, right? You see this trade, sell trade, the second sell trade. If I take a sell trade here, when will this invalidate? Anyone tell me? When will this invalidate? Anybody tell me? Where would be the stop loss? Okay, break, a candle break, and the next candle close above the pivot, changing the pivot resistance into a pivot support, guys. You exit this trade. This is how should be placing your stop loss at the next level when that level invalidates. Make sense? Break, next candle, close outside, retest, out of the trade. Make sense? So 2 candle close at least. Make sense, guys? Break and retest. This is how you will be placing your stop loss, guys. Precisely, that is the method. Stay consistent with this method. You will see automatically you'll be a profitable trader. Make sense? Stay consistent with this method. So it's not about 20 pips stop loss, 30 pips stop loss, 5 pips stop loss. It is about invalidation of the level. Make sense, guys? 80% market respect these levels, and 80% market maneuvers from one level to another with due respect to these levels. Therefore, using the stop loss in this way will really enhance your ability to see the winning trades consistently. So guys, please confirm if you understand the stop loss placement. A question was asked, and that is the easiest answer that I can give you. So please confirm and refer to the break and retest section on lecture 1 of scalping. You will understand that what does it means. So please confirm if you guys understand this stop loss placement. Okay, guys, I'm about to finish this training course with you guys. I'm done with it. I have discussed every possible aspect of this training course, and if you really want this to work for you, which should work for you, look, the first principle to make an assessment if the method work is the levels, how effective the levels are which have been suggested in that method. You understand this? This is how you should test any system in the world. That's how. And in this, I'm inviting you to consider the effectiveness of the pivotal levels and see how effective they are. More than 80%, guys. This is how I am inviting you. You guys understand this? Guys, you understand what I just said? So the key is consistency. Key is consistency. Please be consistent with this method. Try this method every day. Now, 3 months, when I say, it's not about I'm saying you trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're off. You're chilling. No, guys. 5 days consistently, like you're doing an employment, fixed timings. Approach this method. Make a trading log, entries and exits. End of the week, reflect on the log. Diary your every trade. You will see gradual improvement because you will encounter every possible market scenario, and you'll get to know how to go around them, how to play them, right? And they're not going to be many because market is extremely limited, particularly in this case of intraday trading. So please confirm if you guys understand what I've just said. Okay, good. Thank you very much, guys. But that's all I wanted to say. Again, as a reminder, I'm going to upload a trading plan, and I'm also going to upload, guys, a webinar in which I discuss that trading plan in detail. There will be a recording. I want you to watch this 4 or 5 times, formalize your own trading plan based on your investment. But my strong advice is try this method on a demo account for at least 6 weeks and have the consistency of 6 weeks, winning 6 weeks, then go on to the live account with low volumes, another 2 months, month or 6 weeks, and then begin the journey on the trading plan. So once you're going on the trading plan, guys, show results consistency on a demo first, then show result consistency on a live with lower volumes. Then when you have that consistency, continued consistency of, let's say, 12 weeks or something, then begin the journey on the trading plan and do the investment as appropriate. So please confirm if you guys understand what I've just said, all of you. Okay, guys, now I am recording this session and I will take live questions from you guys in this recorded session. And guys, next week or later this week, I am going to have a recorded question answer session on this training course that we had, and I will be addressing any question you guys have, and that session will also be recorded and will be uploaded on the website. So guys, any question, if you have any, do you guys have any question, you can ask me after in 5 minutes, guys. Go on. And again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this training. I hope you enjoyed this training, guys. This method works. It always worked for me. It always worked. Follow the principles, follow the rules. Consistency of following the principle, following the system is the key, is the key. Again, stick to the method, forget every other method. if you're my price action mastery trainer training course, forget that method if you want to be an intraday trader, guys. If you're mixing those methods together, forget that you'll be able to trade effectively. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much.